Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Red Valkyrie Presents. I'm terrible. I didn't take down the thumbnail. I had to run and go tell my Alexa to shut up. So, it's been one of those days. I'm, of course, Shae the Red with my amazing co-host, CY. How are you doing?
Awesome. I didn't realize that I was giggling at you and muted at the same time. So
good job. Good job. Good job. We are ready for this stream. If you couldn't tell, aren't you happy you're here, Dave? Because
yes, always happy to be with you guys.
Oh, you're so sweet. So how have you been?
Busy.
Of course.
Tired, but I'm happy. So
yeah. I mean, you're doing really good. From what I've seen so far, and I'm just gonna real quick. Sai asked me the other day, like, you backed Perfect. Yes, I did. Okay, it's like you backed Perfect 10 issue 3, right? And I was like, I'm pretty sure that I was so paranoid that I was going to miss backing it that I like panic backed it just to make sure that I had it. And yes. So we're good, Sai.
Awesome.
We've got it ready to go. So okay, Before we get into the campaign, my camera is off because we are going to do a cosplay reveal. This took a little doing, but I think that we made it in the end. Did you ever get that drum roll, Sai? You never did you?
Do you want me to get it?
No, it's too late. It's fine.
No, it's not too late.
It's too late. 3, 2, 1. Bam!
Wow.
So I'll have you know, Dave, just for you, I put bronzer on. Like a lot of it. Like a lot of fucking bronzer, because I'm not anything resembling this tan.
Yeah. She has a little bit of a tan.
She's got a little bit of a glow about her, and
wow,
for
amazing.
anyone.
That looks amazing.
Thank you. I'm glad that all the hard work paid off and that you're like, yeah, it's good. I'm like, okay, all right, I can.
Yeah, of course.
I can breathe. Yeah. This, for anyone who doesn't know, trying to make an open helm like this, out of anything that isn't metal, is really hard. Like, metal will hold the shape to what you bend it to, and then you can just slip it on and it's fine. But when you start doing it with things like craft foam and construction paper,
wow,
those don't hold the shape quite like you'd hope they would.
but you actually made it so it fits, because the comic book version, it kind of floats there. It's not really established how it's how it sticks to the head.
I noticed a little bit when I was looking, and I was like, it's a little different than each of these references, and I was like, I don't know if that's a stylistic choice or if there's something crazy going on, because I mean, it's a genuine comics book, so it could be anything.
Okay. Yeah.
But
wow,
we went with what we could to try and get it to work. So we are, of course, here for the amazing 3rd issue in the Perfect 10 series. Woo. And before we get to this, look at this, funded in one day. That's amazing. Before we get to Dave shilling about the book and letting us know what it's all about, should we watch a trailer? I feel like we should.
Yes, of course.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Who am I supposed to trust when everyone sees me as a means to their ends? Where am I supposed to go when I don't exist? How do I know where I belong when I don't even know who I am? I have no real name. I'm just a number to them, a weapon, a pawn in a war I don't want to be involved in. Division M and the Prime Syndicate are two sides of the same coin. They exist because of each other. I exist because of them. I was supposed to be a solution, a way towards peace. But I'm just another problem, a liability, a mistake. I have more enemies than I can count. What am I supposed to do? I can't do this alone. I need friends.
Very awesome. Just to let you know, I will be playing that trailer again towards the end of the stream once I download it, so that it will come through without any jitter whatsoever.
Okay, but a lot of jitter is supposed to be like that.
No, I get it. I just meant that it dropped to a very slow frame rate, so your trailer deserves it. So
It's so frustrating because I pay so much for good internet, and then it does this to me almost every single show. And it's like I literally can't, aside from drilling into my walls and routing wire differently, like I can't get any better than what I've got right now, and it's so annoying.
Yeah. I have the same thing. When I have guests on my show, I usually download the video so I can play it through StreamYard. That's much easier.
Hey, Cy, let's start doing that.
So yeah.
That's nothing, just crickets from unless you don't know you're muted again.
I'm muted, and I was trying to download the video, and I couldn't exit out of the screen I was in to come back and unmute to say okay.
Nice. All right. So this is issue 3 in Perfect 10. So why don't you let us know, kind of, for anyone who maybe doesn't know what Perfect 10 is, first off, I don't know where you've been, and you've been missing out, and you're really going to need to get the catch-up tier for sure. But let everybody know kind of about the universe and where we are now in this story.
Okay, so this universe that I'm building is kind of like the Marvel universe. It has superheroes, supervillains, and in this world, most people with superpowers are villains. Most people who get these powers use them for evil or for egotistical things, you know. So there was this project called the Perfection Program was set up to deal with the problem, and the Perfection Program creates artificial assassins, and 10 is the 10th of these creations, and something happens and she's taken out of the program and she wants to stay out. She wants to be a hero, but the villains remember what she did and they want her dead. They killed all the other synthoids. She's the last one. So it's a quest for survival. And the last time in issue 2, 10 was basically kidnapped and taken elsewhere. And issue 3 starts with her being at the new location.
Very cool.
Yeah, so it's very very 90s. If you like 90s superhero stuff, then you love this. This is just what I like. You know, that's the 90s. The stories weren't always there, but the freedom these creators had, the madness, the colorful artwork, the over the top action. Those are things that I love. And you find that here combined with a story that I worked on for like 2 years now.
Very cool. And the character design that you have is just unbelievable, because you have so many characters. And I've said this, I swear I've said this every time I've had you on, but it's going to be said again. I feel like all of your characters could be in silhouette and you would know exactly which character they are. And I love that. They're just so iconic and they're so well designed. I feel like there isn't things that have gone to waste, you know. It's all been very thought out and intentional, and they're phenomenal as a result.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sometimes it can take a little while before we find the character's looks. We go to several designs, and then we have the design, and then we go through the coloring process. So some characters start out with a specific color, during the entire coloring, so the pages are done, and then suddenly I decide I think this character needs different colors. And Calamity, for instance, the character you are cosplaying right now, we had like 20 different color schemes for her before we finally settled on this one.
Yeah. And the thing is you could really tell how you could do, like, if you ever did a Bizarro Land or anything, like, you could so easily take these characters, flip their color schemes, and, you know, change them up and have that kind of action pack, because it changes the feel of them. You know, like this girl you have up in front, if all of a sudden she had black hair with blue stripes and like a, you know, light green background or whatever, you'd be like, oh, she's like venomous and super evil. But you see her like this and it's like, she looks like a pretty Barbie doll. Like, yes. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even realize it, that the color has this influence. But consciously you just design it just the way you think captures their personality.
Yeah. Well, and that's, I mean, you have such interesting, like, it's almost like you've got every color of the rainbow, like, represented.
Yeah.
In a really cool way. And I love your guy that is dragging her out of here, that's like literally a galaxy. Like, he's like glittery and ethereal kind of thing going on here, and you can see all these, like, you know, nebula type things going on, especially in Shelby's cover, where you've got this nebula like right in his chest. It's so cool to see.
Yeah,
just such a different
fantastic look. But he's very simple. The design is very, very simple, but that's the power of it.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is understanding you don't have to go crazy over the top. Like, in a lot of, especially when you're talking about superheroes and supervillains, a lot of the best, most iconic superheroes and supervillains we have are really straightforward designs. They're just well executed, and they make sure that the character fits that design scheme, you know? And so you've got, like, the whole thing with this guy, you literally are like, we made him a nebula, but we gave him a white face. And having that really angular kind of cutout white face took it from a character that you wouldn't really be able to emote much with. You wouldn't really be able to, it would be a lot harder to kind of discern what's going on. And you basically just took that away to clean it up and say, okay, he's going to white gloves, white boots, white face, and that'll all tie it in together. And it's like, nope, that actually works really well. And now he can emote easily, and everything else is just, it can change from scene to scene because he's like a freaking universe. It doesn't have to stay the same every time. Yeah,
it's fantastic seeing these characters come to life. Some of these characters existed for 25 years in my notebooks.
Oh wow!
Before, and now I can finally use them. I'm so happy, man. It's fantastic.
It's exciting. And you just have so many interesting kind of, like, I didn't even see this guy in the back right here. This guy that's like all browns and reds.
Yeah, that's one of the characters that I'm still doubting the colors of. Because,
really,
like you say, he's brown, and he should pop a little bit more. So
maybe, but at the same time, it's kind of interesting because you have all of these other characters that are so bright and so vivid and like taking center stage, and he definitely seems more like a character that's like, you're gonna forget he's there because he kind of blends, and then he's gonna use it to his advantage. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, yeah, look at the pretty girl with the pink and the red and all the blonde hair. Look at her. Yeah, don't pay attention to what I'm doing over here. It's not a worry.
Yes, that's true.
I really like, I mean, I've been a fan of Perfect 10 since we very first saw it. And I think the first time that you showed when she was on the table and had like the wisps covering strategic areas, or when she was in the tube and the bubbles were covering strategic areas, that sold me on Perfect 10 for life. Like, I love her to death. And I remember the last time we had you on, I actually cosplayed 10, and I was bummed at how it held up because it was fabric paint, to the point that I'm legitimately looking at this and going, I don't want to do like an actual full cosplay of her because she's so badass. She's such a cool character. And so I'm like, I might have to buy a bodysuit and actually make that happen.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I'll let you know if I do.
This was one of the designs that took a little bit longer. The 10 design. I didn't want it to look like a straightforward superhero costume. It's more like this uniform, because you have these other assassins and they basically wear the same thing. So it's only the number changes, you know. So I wanted the uniform to shine through a little bit militaristic, a little bit sneaky, but not really superhero. So it couldn't be too bright, but it needed to have color.
Yeah, sorry, I just ripped my earbuds out, so I missed some of that. But yeah, I do see what you're saying about having it be a lot more like a uniform, because it definitely looks like something that would be like a standard issue thing. Yeah. But I also love that it almost looks like a race car driver's uniform or something, like a spacesuit, like something that, you know, it's tight fitting, but they're like, but I mean, it doesn't mean that we can't like have a couple of stripes that are kind of cool and everything, and the way that you've got them so they kind of mold to like, oh, well, she has this awesome ab block, so we'll just make that really prominent. We'll have these like hip curves that come down. We'll just make those orange. Like, I love it. This is one of my this is something that I would actually like a shirt just like that just to wear, because I feel like if you were walking around in a shirt like that, people would be like, hey, where'd you get that? That's actually kind of neat. Be like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, man. Maybe someday.
You know what? We will, for anyone playing bingo at home, we'll talk, because I've got ideas and I've got possibilities that, I mean,
Ooh.
We'll see.
Okay.
Don't want to make any promises, but you know, cosplay t-shirts can be a thing. And everyone knows I love designing merch, so I mean,
yeah.
All right, and then you've got, what is Crossworlds? What's happening here?
Well, there is this artist called Andre Lille, and he approached me with the idea for a crossover story between Perfect 10 and his own character called Camilo Wallace. That's the guy you see here.
Okay.
And he wanted to publish it through Antarctic Press. So, he made some pages, and it looked fantastic. And I was like, yeah, man, let's just do this. But I want to publish it also. He was like, yeah. And so I needed a new title for crossover stories that are not in canon with the rest of the genuine universe. So Crossworlds became the new title, and I am planning more crossover stories later on, and they can all be published under the Crossworlds banner.
Ooh, very nice. That is super exciting.
Yeah.
Y'all are so funny. I feel united just looking at it. They're very pleased with the butt. I mean, to be fair, Perfect 10 is legitimately like a perfect 10. It's really frustrating. She's just everything. Everything's just right where it should be, and it's, you know, a Bancroft shelf.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. If you can create artificial humans, of course you make them the best they can be.
Exactly. So this is your whole Crossworlds comic, and is this an add-on in this campaign?
This is a new book. So and I don't want to make separate campaigns for every new book we publish. So plus it features Perfect 10,
right?
So it makes sense to throw it in this campaign. Last campaign with issue 2, I had Power Trip as the second book, and now I have this one as a second book.
Very cool.
So yeah, people can add that. There are some perks where you where this book is included.
Can I just point out, Someone else also has a love for Ten's butt, because that's a badonk right there.
Yes.
Like,
yes, that's the same artist who did the cover. That's all Neil's work. Yeah.
There's a lot of highlight on that ass.
I'm just saying, like, if she were to stand like that, I could put my coffee mug on it, and
Is
like,
she smuggling pillows?
we are appreciative of the bouquet. Yeah, so this is exciting. So this is like a
Damn,
you
that
can add this
panel's
onto
worse.
your what?
The bottom left panel.
It's fine. Look, she's got baby got back. She got a lot of back.
So round.
We love it.
I'm gonna have to do squats.
Pass message.
look,
It's a message of hope.
These are the things you don't find in mainstream comics, and we are giving it to you.
Accurate. Very accurate. So you've got, this is a whole nother, like how you said, it's a whole nother book. This is like 25 pages. This isn't like an ash can add-on. This is like a floppy.
Yeah, this is 25 pages of comic.
Very cool.
And it gets a cross-worlds pin-up section. So you see more work from Genuineverse characters crossing over with other characters.
Sorry. I like this one. I'm a fan of the content. It's making me giggle. And this is Power Trip, right?
No, no. Well, this character was featured in Power Trip. Yeah, she gets her own title soon. But this is an example of a commission that backers can get.
That's awesome.
And POW makes your personal commission, and you can pick one Genuineverse character and one character of your own, and they cross over like this. So this is just for example. Yeah.
Thank you, Soul Ion.
Will be colored, and we will feature this one in the book.
I couldn't remember the name. I remember seeing it because of Power Trip, but I couldn't remember her name, and I was like, that's not that. It's American Bliss. Yes, that.
Yes.
So what you're saying is, I now need to get a corset and make an American Bliss cosplay, because that's going to be happening soon. Okay, good to know.
This will happen. Yeah, probably the next campaign after this one. Yeah.
So I'm just going to throw this out there. We're booking out towards June. Just let me know when you've got an idea of when you're going to do this, so I can get you on, and I'll get the cosplays together in the meantime.
All right. Yeah. Actually, someone is cosplaying her. Will be cosplaying her. There is this. If you sign up to the pre-launch page for American Bliss, you will get a cosplay print from a model.
Wow.
She's creating the costume. So, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Look at people are digging it. They're like, yep, I proud to be an American. Period. And it's like you're Canadian. It's like, that's okay. I can be American for this. Look at that.
Sure.
Sumo Thori, yeah, I think that's what we're saying. Like, I'm just trying to give you guys a non-skeevy out. That's all that I'm trying to do. But you do you. Whatever makes you happy. She looks warm. She should get comfortable. Oh, moving on rapidly. So Hunter Backer stretch goal, you had chibi magnets.
Yep. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I made this poll on Twitter asking what people would like as stretch goals, and most of them said magnets. So this was the first one that we included, and it's drawn by the same artist who made the stickers for the last campaign.
Awesome. I don't see patches, but I'll let it go.
Oh yeah,
you know I love patches.
Yes.
All right, and then this
Patches
is
or Houlihan?
Yes, right. And then this is also unlocked, right? The $10,000 stretch goal.
Yeah. So this is 4 trading cards. This is a set of 4. So you see the back and the front. It's also drawn by René Bergmans, who did the magnet, and it features 4 characters that appear in this comic. So they're all numbered. This is number 10 up until 13. And other numbers we will create later on and throw with other campaigns. And you can get some through our web store. So many more cards are to come.
That's awesome. Get Sumo laughing at my pain. No patches or bookmarks. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. People didn't really like the bookmarks overall. In my poll, what do people like? And bookmarks were the least.
Yeah. I think the problem with bookmarks is unless you're going metal or resin, they're just so hard to keep from bending, breaking, like ripping, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's kind of the downside to them. And I actually had a campaign that we backed. They sent us resin bookmarks, and I found out my issue with those. They're too thick. So resin bookmarks are incredibly thick and make it when you put it into a book or anything, it's going to bow your pages, which in a novel is less of an issue. But you definitely can't do it in like a graphic novel where art is kind of predominant. Yeah. Like it doesn't matter if it's over typeface.
And a bookmark doesn't make sense with my comics either because they're mainly floppies. They're 32 thick. So yeah, it's not really necessary.
Absolutely. And if you ever do a collected edition, I could see you maybe reaching out and working on a metal bookmark that I'm sure people would enjoy. Or I know a lot of people have been doing like almost like a bookmark bottle opener combo, which, hey, if you want it as a bookmark, you got a bookmark. If you want it as a bottle opener, you got a bottle opener. Like you're hitting multiple people.
Oh, okay.
All
interesting. Interesting.
All right. So you've got a $12,000 stretch goal, which is the set 2 of cards for this campaign.
Yes, second set, 4 new cards. So yeah, and we're almost there. So I think we need about $500 or something, and then
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We need just under 5. That's not bad at all. Awesome. Okay, so let's go through your perks because I know that I've already backed this because I had to make sure I didn't miss out. But I always like hearing the perks in case I realize maybe I needed to get something else too, and then I was back again.
Of course.
All right.
No problem.
What is your featured tier?
The featured tier is for everyone who backed the previous campaigns. So they can easily back this one, and it's all new stuff. So you get, of course, Perfect 10 issue 3, and you get both covers. This book comes with 2 covers. Plus it has the new book Crossworlds, and you get a mini print, or mini poster, a print, drawn by Randy Green,
Very cool.
which is just amazing.
What size is that for your mini poster?
That's comic book size.
Awesome. Okay, that is
yeah.
It's
So
like
it comes
size.
comes with the comics. So yeah.
Awesome. All right, and then you're offering a digital edition. That's super smart, especially right now with shipping issues.
Yeah, always digitals because people seem to like them. They back them. They want them. So yeah, I'm going to offer them.
Hell yeah, we've had, and you know what, we can always talk backstage if you don't want to talk here, but we've actually had people bringing up recently that they've been having a difficult time finding the right method of getting their digital comics out to people. That, I mean, obviously, if people want to pirate, they're going to pirate. That's just how it's going to work, right? If people want to share the link out and whatever and all that, unless you're going to go, you get, one download, like, period. And here's your specialized link for it, which I know some people do, but that's also super time intensive for you.
Yeah.
So do you have a solution, or have you just kind of gone, you know what, if you pirate, it's just gonna fucking happen, so whatever?
Well, yeah, people share it and copy it. There's not much I can do about that.
Right.
But I haven't figured out how to mass send all these files to everyone. So with the last campaigns, I sent everyone a personal mail. So which also means I address everyone with the name. Sometimes I know a little bit about them. So it's a personal message, And I did that for like 280 backers the last time because the digitals were free with the comic books. And I was like, I can't do this no more.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. So this time people can buy it because many backers also told me that they just wanted the physical book. They didn't care much about the free digital. So
I always forget to download them, and then I run out of time, and I'm like, well, shit. Well, I'm glad that you're offering it because I know a lot of people have been. I've heard a lot of people back and forth on that argument, and in all honesty, I think if it were me, I would just say, well, let's just fuck it. Like, I would rather offer it and let people who are fans who maybe can't get reliable shipping right now, or if it's you can get the digital, and I can only ship to these countries because of everything going on. That definitely helps, for those people in that situation. And just like I've said before, there's people that have physical. A lot of people let their friends read it and then, pass it around and stuff. And it's the same as people doing it with digital. It's just digitally, it can happen more widespread, and at the end of the day a lot of people are going to be like, that was actually kind of cool, like, where'd you get that, and see if they can find, because they you end up reading something you really like. If you have the money, a lot of people might want to come back to the campaign and see if they can get physical copies, because the art's beautiful, the story is super fun.
Yeah, if people think this book is good enough to pirate, then I must be honored, right?
I love it. Good outlook. Okay, so then you have where you can get either or cover.
Yeah, if you only want one copy of the book, you can pick here which cover you want. So you select this one, and after the selection, you get this option to pick from. So, yeah.
Soul Ion asked if I'll be singing opera later. Y'all don't want that. You really don't. Trust me. And yeah, whoever selects this, the 58 of you who have claimed it, I don't know how you're doing that. It's like a Sophie's choice, because both those covers are beautiful.
Yes, it's
brutal.
But it's kind of 50-50 with people selecting covers. So there's
really
not one favorite. No.
Very interesting. Okay.
This is all 3 issues. So if you want to catch up, which can be provided digitally for you, no problem at all. So,
very cool. See, yep, Sumo. This is why I prefer physical. He said he spent thousands on his Comixology stuff, and then when they merged over to Amazon, he lost everything.
Wow. Yeah. That's the downside of
I don't trust, like, it's the same thing, movies that I watched when I was younger that I really enjoyed, and then I go to get the digital, like, off of Amazon, find out it's been heavily edited.
Yes.
Because they found things offensive, and I'm like,
right,
I watched this when I was 8, like, it's not offensive, you're sad. So they just now I just get everything physical because I don't trust that they're not going to go back and edit it. But if I have a physical copy, unless you come and get mine, like, you can't mess with it.
yes this is physical movies, just the movies you love, just make sure you have them somewhere.
Yes. Absolutely.
Perfect 10 issue 3, both covers. Yeah, so this is without Crossworlds. If you don't care about Crossworlds, cool. Then you get both covers plus the Randy Green print.
Very nice, which is this beautiful print right here.
Yeah, look at that. It's
Look at
amazing.
Again with the curve and the nice little pop for the booty.
Oh wow! I'm not sure if you're familiar with Randy Green, but I love his work. He did work on Witchblade, for instance. And when Pau told me, would it be cool to get a poster by Randy Green, and I was like, yeah, right. Randy Green, how can I afford that? And Pau told me he's my friend. I can arrange it for you. You know.
So don't worry, I'll get you the friend discount.
Right. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Man, network, when you know people, so it's amazing the doors that'll open.
I'm so happy with this.
It's beautiful.
It's here behind me.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Oh my
Look
God.
at that.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love that poster, man.
You just have it up there and every time you're like, I don't even want to leave. Like, I'm just going to stare at it.
Don't let me out of my room. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Is that on the back of your door?
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect. So you just like go to open the door and you're like, nah. I'll just stay and stare for a while. Reckless Trucker says hot AF. I would agree. But then again, Perfect 10, like we said, is perfect. So of course she's hot AF, and everyone who does her justice, like, couldn't ask for a better subject to draw.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the both issues, and then we got the catch-up tier for all of you who have missed out.
Yeah. So issue 1, 2, and 3 plus the poster. Also, it needs mentioning that every perk comes standard with the second printing of issue 1. So if you want issue 1, you get the second printing. We're almost out of the first printing. The second printing has a brand new cover by Eduardo da Souza. If you still want the first printing, we still have like 4D left, and you can add that before you check out until they're gone.
Nice. Soul Lion says, Reckless Trucker, good choices. Reckless Trucker said he's going to be backing ASAP and says, what you see is what you get. These are is that the 90s never ended in the best way.
Yes. 90s forever. Woo.
Yes. Look at that. And Chris Fisk says, hell yeah, I grabbed the catch-up tier. And it's... Sumo Thori says, Perfect 10 is one of the few times I was fast enough to be backer number 1.
Sumo was back at number 1.
He was probably just sat there like waiting with his finger over the button, just
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, he didn't even know what he backed.
That's that. Normally, when I get backer 1, I have no idea what I actually backed. I'm like, bam, 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 bam. Okay, what did I get? I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. I'm okay with that one. So, for anyone who is listening, make your featured tier. And you should do this anyway. Make your feature tier your best one. But for people that are just hell-bent on being backer 1, they'll just back it.
Make it
because
like
it's the first one that
tier.
shows up. They're like, ah!
Yes. You know, this is why I made the feature tier with only new books, because I was afraid that this would happen and people would back double, for instance. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so then you have a Give Me Everything.
Give me everything. So every book we produced since 2015, you get in this bundle. It's very cheap, and there are only like 10, so there are only a few left now.
That's crazy. So they're getting... What's everything they're getting?
You get 4 issues of Earthling. You get 1 book of Dream Girl Sleeper Agent. You get Ajax Awakening. You get Power Trip. You get the art book called Heroes and Villains. And you get Perfect 10 issue 1, 2, and 3.
And Crossworlds.
And Crossworlds, yes.
Very cool. My goodness.
Everything.
That is awesome. And Sumo saying refresh was him talking about how he got backer 1.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
he just
really?
kept refreshing until it went live, and then he said hit feature tier and go. All right, and then you can get a Crossworlds commission.
Yeah, so you get the new. You get both variants. You get the Crossworlds comic. You get the print by Randy Green, and you get a personal commission from Pow. This is the commission where you can tell Pow which genuine verse character you want to cross over with which other character. Can be a mainstream character. Can be your own creation. Whatever you want. And then you can tell them, do you want them to fight or work together or whatever.
That is awesome. My brain just went crazy with like, man, if we backed that and then we had 10 and then we had like Cy's character. It's like it would have to be like Cy fainting or something though.
Everything is possible. Yeah.
As long as you believe. All right, and then you have original Calamity splash page still available.
Yeah, this is the last one still available. This is from issue 2, one of the pages, so people can get that, the original. It's a bigger. It's bigger. It's twice the size of a normal comic book, something like that. So you get 2 packages because Pow will send it from Brazil to you.
Oh wow, very cool. And yeah, we got Mike, fan of Genuine Comics' Perfect 10 in the chat, is saying, back it now, there's 10 hours left.
Hey, Mike.
And then there's a mild threat in there that I'm not gonna highlight. So is this your first or second 30 days? Are you considering extending, or are you just gonna go into in demand, or are you just gonna end?
No, I think we can extend. I want to reach at least the number that we did for issue 2. So in the next 30 days we have this goal. So yeah.
Very cool. So what was issue 2's number? Do you remember?
Somewhat over 17,000.
Oh, okay. That's a good goal. It's a good goal for the second half of your campaign. And honestly, it's just so pretty. The artwork's amazing. The character design is phenomenal. The stories, it's so much fun. It's if you want that kind of what it felt like when you were a kid reading comic books, from what I was told, if you want that feeling back, this is it.
Exactly.
And it's so much fun. Like I can't get over the character designs. They're all so amazing.
Yeah, but this is the thing. So I have my opportunity to make my own comic book. So it needs to be exactly like I want it to be. The best art, the best story, the best everything. Just the way I would love it when I was 12, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, is I love seeing people like creators like you who are just so passionate and motivated that it's like, no, I want it to be exactly what I want it to be. And it's like, well, you know that can cost more, that can be more difficult. And
it is.
Yeah, look at Cy with the research.
I'm doing things.
You
You guys can't hear what I'm making video clips. I'm doing lots of stuff in the background. I'm here, I promise.
Okay. Something else I like to mention is that I have this deal with Critical Blast. So shipment is going through Critical Blast, which means I can keep the shipping costs as low as possible.
Very good.
Because I'm in Europe. So if you're in the US, I can get it to you for, I think, $14 or $15.
Oh, that's not bad. That is not bad. Well, I honestly, this is just such an amazing campaign. You're doing so great so far, which I'm thrilled about. I really want to see this get up there. It'd be so cool to see this hit like 20K. That would be amazing to see.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Yeah. The higher the thing is, I like to continue with issue 4 as soon as this one is done. We're still finishing the last pages right now. So this is why the extra 30 days is pretty good. So we still have time to get everything lettered and finalized. And then I'd like to start with issue 4 as soon as possible, and that really depends on the funding that we get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a beautiful book. We expect nothing less, obviously. Sai, do you have any questions that you want to throw Dave's way, or are you paying attention?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Glad we could have this conversation.
Thank you so much.
Oh man, Dave, is there any other little bits you want to make sure that we say before we wrap?
Yeah, get me to 12,000 guys, and you get free trading cards. So the second set. So then you have 8 trading cards in total, and I hope we can do that this last day 30, before we extend. That will be amazing.
Very nice. I like that Mike has now clarified. He was like, "Oh, it just sounded threatening. Wasn't intentional. You'll be found wanting." That's what I meant the whole time. It's like, okay. I'm just gonna, huh?
Don't forget the trailer's there.
Oh, okay. Let's watch the trailer one more time.
No skips this time.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Who am I supposed to trust when everyone sees me as a means to their ends? Where am I supposed to go when I don't exist? How do I know where I belong when I don't even know who I am? I have no real name. I'm just a number to them, a weapon, a pawn in a war I don't want to be involved in. Division M and the Prime Syndicate are 2 sides of the same coin. They exist because of each other. I exist because of them. I was supposed to be a solution, a way towards peace. But I'm just another problem, a liability, a mistake. I have more enemies than I can count. What am I supposed to do? I can't do this alone. I need friends.
That is awesome. I now have a new way that we're gonna end every show. We're gonna play a download of the trailer, and then we'll go right into the intro. But since I just now decided that's how I was gonna do it, we did need to come back to say thank you all so much for watching. Please go back, Perfect 10, because beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You definitely do not want to miss this. Thank you so much, Dave, for being with us and hanging out.
Thank you for inviting me, for giving me this platform, this
absolutely
this
I'm telling you right now, Genuine Comics, like, you just let us know with enough time when you're launching, and we will work you into the rotation, because you always have quality stuff out, and that's something that we really, really love to make sure that we showcase. So just hit us up whenever you know.
Yeah, thank you so much. You look lovely. Sai, I don't know what Sai looks like, but
like that's Sai.
Oh, okay.
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 All right. Have
Thanks,
a
guys.
great night. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you back at 8 o'clock for what do we got? Cobalt. We got Cobalt coming on, so we'll see you guys at 8.